All right. Okay, so we are going to start our warm-up with the ball. If you don't have one, you're just going to be doing a stationary skater side to side, okay? But if you do have a ball, we're grabbing that ball that's coming to the floor in front of us. Feet are wide. We slide with one hand, arm out, then to the other side, arm out. So getting a little stretch through the arm and sliding, gliding from one side to the other. Keep it going. Very good. We're going to do 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to sit on the ball next. If you don't have a ball, you can sit on like a sofa or a chair or whatever. And we're just going to do a march here. If you have a ball, it's harder to march than in a chair, okay? It involves a little balance, okay? I've got my arms moving, and I am just lifting one foot and then the other, okay? So again, if you don't have a ball, you can do this like on the edge of a sofa, just you did in a chair or whatever. Do a few more here, just getting that body moving. Then we're gonna add a little balance component here, okay? So instead of marching up and down, I'm gonna take my foot out, I'm gonna twist towards the other side, back to center, out and twist, back to center. You can slow this down if you really need to get that foot planted before you twist, okay? But do what you can. And if this feels super easy, and even though it's Monday, you're already up and you're killing it, you're welcome to instead extend that leg out and twist, okay? If you're ready for that progression. You are also more than welcome to keep that foot on the floor and rotate side to side. All right, keep it going. Let's do 1 more each side, and then we're gonna go back to marching, okay? So marching right here, pumping those arms. Keep it going. Just warming up that body, getting used to the ball a little bit since we're gonna be using it today. Keep it going. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the foot and rotate. Rotating towards the side of the extended leg. Here we go. Keep it going. We'll do 4 more each side. 3, and 2, and 1. All right, very good. Stand it up. We're either going to do that skater where you're wide and you're going side to side, or you're grabbing the ball and we're going side to side, okay? Here we go. One side and then the other, kind of lunging into one leg and then the other. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We're gonna put the ball to the side. Got a little cage for mine. We're gonna bring it to a jog or a march, okay? So we're jogging, we're marching here. And we're just gonna circle those arms. I'm gonna start going backwards. We'll do it one direction for a little bit, and then we'll reverse it and take it the other way. All right, reverse it. Take it forward. Or if you were taking it forward before, take it back. Whatever you do, just keep moving. All right, I'm gonna bring my arms down to my side. I'm gonna open up, bring the arms across. Open up, bring it across. And repeat. Back and forth. All right. 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Bring those feet hip width apart. Sit into a squat and stand it up. Sink and stand. So sit back in that imaginary chair and then come up to the top and squeeze the glutes. Very good. Do 3 more. 2 and 1. Very good. Slight bend in those knees, hands on the legs. We're going to do a standing cat-cow. So it looks like this. You round it up and then you go down, round up, and the other way. Very good. Keep it going. All right, tuck the chin on this next one, and then slowly roll up to the top. Very good. All right, so today, sometimes we're going to be doing exercises with both the ball and the weights. Sometimes we'll be doing an exercise with just the weights, and sometimes we'll be doing an exercise with just the ball. So I will explain it as we go. If you don't have a ball at home, I will try and give some options of how you can do the exercises a different way. For example, the first exercise today is going to be a chest press. If you don't have a ball, you could just lay down on the floor and do a chest press like that. If you do have a ball, we're going to be setting ourselves up with our shoulder and upper back on the ball in a reverse table. I'm going to grab my weights, and then we'll kind of go through how to get into position. I like to grab my weights and then have a seat on the ball and then roll out, okay? So I've got my weights, I'm gonna grab my ball, bring it out, I'm gonna have a seat, set the weights kind of on my thighs, roll out, bring them up to my chest as I roll out, okay? So I've got my upper back and my shoulders here. I'm gonna lift up my hips and squeeze the glutes to stay up, okay? So this is also a core and stability move. I'm gonna bring my elbows out to the side. We're gonna press up and then bring it down, okay? So we're gonna do 10 chest presses. So either get yourself situated on that ball or on the floor and get ready to do 10 chest presses with me, all right? Here we go. Stand up and bring it down. Stand up and down. Keep it going. This is halfway. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. So then to get off, I like to just bring those weights back to chest, roll back up to a seated position very carefully. Alternatively, you could drop the weights on the floor, then roll up, okay? Whatever feels best, just be very careful, okay? So weights are going back to the side. We're gonna be using our ball for this next exercise. And if you don't have a ball, it's just going to be a skater. So we're going to be doing a skater where we cross behind. I want us to tap the floor if we can. We're going to try and make this a really big skater. I'll show modifications here in a sec, but if you can, we're going to be tapping, taking a nice big side leap and tap, okay? As we tap down, we are still trying to keep a nice strong back here and not round towards the floor, but keep that nice strong hinge at the hips back, okay? If you don't have a ball, you can do that without the ball and reach for the floor as we tap down, okay? And if going to the floor is too far, just hold it above the floor, okay? Do what your body can do. All right, so we're gonna go back and forth 10 times. I'm gonna come over here and head this direction first. So I'm gonna do that big kind of jumper step, tap the floor, jumper step, tap the floor. Feel free to speed yours up if you're feeling it and knock them out. I'm going to take my nice and steady. Still going. I'm halfway through. I have 5 more each side. Keep it going. 3 more. Watch that back. Got 1 more. Very good. All right, this next one, we're going to use the ball similar to the way we did it with the chest press. We're going to do a chest fly instead. So we'll set up that reverse table. Arms have a slight bend. They're going to open up out to the side and come back up to the top, just like this. If you don't have a ball, this is another one where you can just lay down on the floor, okay? I'm going a little lighter than I did with the chest press, using slightly weaker muscles. So I'll sit down again, follow that same pattern, bring my weights up to chest, roll on out, okay? Arms come up with that slight bend. We're gonna go down and back up to the top for 10. All right, here we go. Out to the side, and back up to the top. Nice and controlled. halfway. Three more. Two. And one. Very good. And then, of course, very carefully, get off that ball and to roll back up to the top. If it's a pain with the weights, of course, you can drop them. Okay? So the next exercise will be just the ball. We're going to be doing a push-up. So you could just do push-ups on the mat, on the floor. If you do have a ball and you want to incorporate it, there are two different ways. The first way is to have the feet on the ball. This is the kind of moderate challenge. So I come, lay on my stomach, roll my feet on out, and then the further down the legs the ball is positioned, the harder. So you'd be doing a push-up right there. If you want to take it up a notch further and do something very difficult, you can come out to a plank right here, ground those hands, find a balance, do a push up there and up. That was super successful. That should make like the, the bloopers reel of my video. Clearly, I'm not going to be doing that one, but that one's a very hard option. If you've got it, please video yourself, send it to me, and I will put it over what I just did, okay? So that is the other option, is to have the hands on the ball. It's super unstable. You're coming down and pressing back up, okay? You can also do a push-up on the floor, either on the toes or on the knees, all right? All right. Oh, Mondays, guys. Okay, so I'm going to bring my feet up to the top of my ball. I'm going to do 10 push-ups here, okay? All right, here we go. Down and up. Keep it going. I've got 4 more. If you're going slower than me, that's okay. Take it at your own pace. When you're done, you can either roll back or I kind of step forward. Whatever you need to do to be safe. If you're still going, keep it going. Not using the ball for the next one, okay? So when you're done, set that ball to the side. We're going to be doing a wood chop next. So I'm going to be grabbing either a heavy to a mid-weight weight, just one, okay? So with a wood chop, I'm going to grab my dumbbell on either end, and I'm going to take my feet fairly wide. I'm going to show you level 1, and then I'll show you how to take it up a notch. So level 1, we're taking it up to the diagonal, and then bringing it to the hip with a little rotation to the side. Diagonal and hip with rotation, okay? If you want to make this a bigger range of motion, come up to the diagonal, bring it around to a lunge. So I pivot it around to a lunge, back up, pivot around to a lunge, okay? Make sure that you have that ability to like pivot to the other side. And if not, it might be a better idea to take it to diagonal to hip, okay? Like if you're on carpet or something, it might be a little harder to do that full pivot to the lunge. So we'll do 10 on one side, then we'll switch sides and do the other, okay? So take it up, bring it around, up, and around. Keep it going. And add a little power to the swing. Let the abs keep you from rotating all the way around. They stop you. Halfway, guys. Two more. And one. Very good. So then we'll do that other side. So same thing. You take that weight up to the diagonal, bring it around either to the hip or to that lunge, okay? Either wide. Here you go. High diagonal, bring it around. Diagonal, bring it around. Keep it going, halfway. Two, and one. Excellent. Okay, weights are going to the side again. We're coming back to another move. with the ball. All right, so this next move, you're either going to be doing a jackknife or a pike. This is another move where the feet are going to be on that ball. I'll show you the move and then I'll quickly show you a modification in case you don't have a ball. So we come onto the stomach, roll out to those hands. I want it to come to the feet, okay? And for the jackknife, you're bending the knees and digging the tops of the feet into the ball and pulling it under, okay? An advanced move is to do a pike where, you come and you make like an inverted V right there like that, roll it back out, okay? I'm gonna stick with the jackknife today. You're welcome to go either way if you don't have a ball. Something you can do is you could do an elevated plank with the feet on the sofa or the couch, or you could do a plank on the floor and just give me a nice slow mountain climber under the body, okay? So that'd be a good substitute if you don't have a ball. If you do have a ball, get those feet set up and let's bring the knees under the body. Here we go. All right, bring it under and back out, under and back out. Keep it going. Breathe. Halfway. Two more. And one more. Very good. Come off that ball, either roll back or step forward, bracing yourself with your hands. All right, next, we're gonna be laying down on the floor and doing a hamstring move. So if you don't have a ball at home, but you do have a smooth floor and like a towel, you can use a towel under the feet instead of a ball for this next one. And if you don't have that, I'll give you a further substitute. For those of us with a ball, we want to come down to our mat and kind of sit so that our butts are at the edge. We're going to lay down and put the feet up on the ball. So level one with the ball is to keep the butt here, press into the ball with the heels, and curl the ball towards the butt, okay? Level two is to lift up and curl while doing that, okay? And if you, like if I mentioned, if you have a towel, you can go under the feet and you can slide those feet in and out, okay? Like you had gliders or something, or if you have gliders, that would also work. And then if you don't have either any of those, you're gonna lift up into a bridge, step out, out, in, okay? Or just hold the bridge. Those are kind of all of your options. Choose one that works for your body. I'm gonna be doing the lifted curls with my ball. So I've got the ball under my feet. I've scooched my butt down to the edge. I'm gonna lift up, curl towards my glutes, and extend back out. Curl towards my glutes, and extend back out. Keep it going. That's halfway. Whoop, my ball is slipping. Give me two more. And one more. Excellent. Come on down. All right, so we're gonna be standing up next. We're gonna be taking the ball with us. We're going to be doing a lunge while we hold the ball overhead. So if you don't have a ball, you could take a weight and hold it overhead. Balls are pretty lightweight, but what they have going for them is that our arms have to do a wider hold than we would with a dumbbell. So it's like out here like this, and that tension creates the work for the arms. So we're gonna be holding that ball overhead and then doing an alternating reverse lunge. So we go back with one foot and then the other, okay? So we'll do 10 each side. Come join me here, grab that ball or whatever it is you're holding overhead. Reverse lunge, step it in. Reverse lunge, step it in. Keep it going. Stand nice and tall. We're almost halfway through. Halfway. When you do both sides, it takes a little longer. Go figure. 3 more each side. 2 more each side. 1 more each side. Stand it up. All right. For this next one, we're going to be doing a 1-arm bent over row. I'm going to be using my ball, so I'm going to be coming 1 knee, 1 hand, making a little tripod for myself, and rowing right here. If you don't have a ball, you also could use something more stable, like maybe you have like a coffee table and you could take 1 hand, hinge forward right here, okay? Or you could even use that front leg and do 1 arm at a time. So I'm going to grab my weight for my row. Then I'm going to come very carefully set up my little tripod here. 1 knee on the ball, hinge forward, 1 hand, okay? Here we go. We're going to pull up for 10. Nice. Elbow up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. And of course we have to do the other side. We want to keep our body even. So set it up with whatever option you're using. Got a knee on the ball, hand on the ball. Once you've got that balance, pull up for 10. 3 more. Give me 1 more. All right, those are all of our exercises for today. Go ahead and get yourself a drink, and then we'll start the circuit again. Kind of have a feel for them at this point. Feel free to modify or take them up as needed. Increase or decrease your weights as needed. We will be starting with the chest press, shoulders, upper back on the ball, or laying on the ground, okay? So I'm going to grab my weights. For this one, grab my ball. I'm going to have a seat. I'm going to bring these weights to my chest, roll it on out. All right, once you've got your little reverse table set up, bring those elbows out to the side. Make sure you're lifting and squeezing those glutes. Let's extend these arms overhead for 10. Here we go. Breathe. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to bring my weights back to chest and slowly roll myself back up. Be so careful with your ball. Weights are going to the side. Then we're going to do those skater taps, okay? So I'm going to pick my ball up, come to the side, do a nice lateral hop, cross behind, and tap the floor. All right, 10 each side. Here we go. Hop and tap, hop and tap. Remember to keep a nice strong back. Halfway. Two more each side. 1 more each side. Nice. Okay, then we're gonna get back on the ball again, this time for chest flies. So I'm gonna grab a different weight than I did for the chest press. I'm gonna have a seat, roll myself on out. All right, weights at chest, roll it on out. Once you've got yourself nice and stable in that reverse table, bring those arms up to the top, slight bend in the elbows. Let's take it down and up for 10. Here we go. So out to the side, back up to the top. Up to the side, back up to the top. Very good. Keep it going. Halfway. 3 more. 2. And 1 more. Very good. Bring those weights back to chest. Slowly, carefully roll yourself back up. Once you're up, weights can go to the side. Grabbing we're going to do some push-ups next. So weights do go to the side. Come back to the ball if you're using the ball. If you're just doing regular push-ups, no need to use the ball. I'm going to do the one where I come onto my belly, roll out so that my feet are on the ball. And with this one, the further down the leg, the harder the push-up. The further up the leg, it can kind of help you a little bit. It kind of just sets off where your lever is functioning at. Like think of like a seesaw. All right, so come down, roll it on out, walk it on out. All right, give me 10 push-ups from wherever you're doing your push-ups. Here we go. Make sure to breathe and count yours, since everybody's probably going at a different pace. When you're done, you can step off that ball, roll back onto that ball, come off the knees or the toes, wherever you're at, okay? Then we're gonna get rid of the ball for a little bit, and we're gonna do some wood chops. So I'm gonna grab one dumbbell. I'm gonna hold that dumbbell on either end, take my feet nice and wide, stand nice and tall. So remember, we're going to swing up to the diagonal and then either rotate at the hip or rotate around in the lunge, okay? All right, here we go. So swing it up, bring it around to the lunge or the hip. Keep it going. Whew. It's a little unstable here, Audrey. There we go. Over halfway. 3 more. And 1 more. Very good. Bring it to center. Take a deep breath, and then we're going to go to that other side. So up to the diagonal and around to the hip or around to that lunge, okay? Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Swing it up, bring it around. Up. And around. Remember to have a nice strong back for the whole move. Halfway there. Two more. 1 more. Nice. All right. Then we're putting the weight to the side. We're going to do either jackknives or pikes on the ball. If you don't have a ball, you can do those intentional mountain climbers. Okay? So again, I'm going to come to my ball, come to my stomach, roll out to my feet. Okay? Set it up. When you're here, knees come under and back out. Under and back out. Or if you're looking for that challenge, you're going to that pike with the inverted V. Halfway. Two and 1. Very good. Calm down. Get off the ball. Ham curls are next. So we're laying down on the floor, and you're either doing the ham curl with the ball or with the towel, or you're in that bridge and you're walking the feet out and in, okay? So I'm gonna come down, my butt's at the edge of the mat, feet are on the ball, I'm gonna lift up, okay? Let's curl it in and out, in and out, keep it going. Sometimes you have to readjust the feet on the ball. It's totally normal. 3 more. 2 and 1. All right, calm down. Nice. So then we're going to be standing up, doing that reverse lunge with the overhead hold of the ball. You also could use a weight if you don't have a ball, or just do reverse lunges. That's also a totally acceptable exercise. Okay? So I'm going to grab this ball, stand that up, bring it overhead, reverse lunge, alternating sides. Here we go. So big step back, and bring it in. Big step back, and bring it in. Very good. Keep it going. Standing nice and tall, remembering to breathe. We're halfway through. Give me 3 more each side. One more each side. Home stretch on this one. Nice. All right. Ball's going to come to the floor after that one. We're going to be doing that one arm row. So you can use the ball to kind of set up a slightly unstable tripod. You can use a table, or you can even use your own leg, okay, for that the support of the other arm. So grab one dumbbell for this, and then set up your method of choice. Okay, so I'm going to bring one knee. I'm going to hinge forward with my hand there, kind of adjust the feet as needed. So you've got that bent over, neck supported position. Okay, once you found it, let's row for 10. Up and down. Keep breathing. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Then we'll do the other side. All right. I'm going to fully walk mine around just so that you can see me on the other side. Bring my knee up. Hinge forward with my hand on that ball. I want to have a nice, strong, straight back. Let's row for 10. Here we go. Make sure you're breathing. Give me one more. Excellent. So, we've come to the end of the circuit again. Let's grab a drink, shake anything out, stretch anything out that needs to be stretched or shaken out, and then we'll start at the top again. We'll do one more round for today. Quick sip of water, it's just what I needed. Like I said, if there's anything that's swung a little tight, feel free to shake it out, stretch it out, roll it out. In a few seconds, we'll start again at the top with the first exercise. The first exercise you can start prepping yourself is the chest press, okay? That can be done on the floor or on the ball. Trust your body, listen to what you are good to go for today, all right? All right. So I'm going to grab my weights for this and then grab the ball. I'm going to have a seat on the ball and then roll myself out so my upper back and shoulder blades are on the ball. Weights at chest. Carefully roll it on out. Once you get here, elbows come out to the side. Okay? Or you can also do this on the floor. So join me either in the reverse table on the ball or on the floor. Let's chest press for 10. All right, here we go, guys. Up and down. Make sure you're breathing. Keep it going. Halfway. Give me 2 more. Last one. All right, then very carefully get up, back up off that ball. I like to roll it back up. Stand up, set the weights to the side. Skater ball taps are next. So I'm going to be picking up that ball, coming to one side, doing a nice lateral hop, tapping, and then bringing it back, okay? Here we go. Lateral hop and tap, lateral hop and tap. Keep it going. Remember, we're not rounding forward, we're hinging at the hips. Halfway. Just a couple more. Give me 2 more each side. And 1 more each side. Nice. So then we do the chest fly. Grabbing a lighter weight than I used on the chest press, but coming back to that same position with the body on the ball. Arms will be in a different position. Grabbing my weights, chasing my ball. I'm gonna have a seat. Weights at chest, roll myself on out till my upper back and shoulders are on the ball. Arms up, elbows slightly bent. Here we go. Out and back up to the top. Out and back up to the top. Keep it going. Make sure you breathe in. Halfway. Two and 1. Very good. Weights come back to chest. I'm going to slowly and carefully roll back up to seated. All right, push-ups are next. Toes, knees on the floor, or feet on the ball. If you're really feeling it on this last round, you do hands on the ball, okay? Just don't face plant it like I did. All right, so I'm gonna come to my belly, roll my feet on out, do my 10 push-ups. Pace it at your own pace. If you need to go a little slower, that's fine. If you are already doing push-ups and you're halfway there, awesome, okay? I'm gonna roll it on out. 10 of these babies, here we go. Keep it going. Breathe and watch your form. When you're done, get off of that ball. Very carefully, of course. And then we're going to put the ball to the side. We've got to move with just weights next. 1 weight, our Woodchops. So grab the weight you'd like to use for that. Bring in those feet a little wider than hip width apart. Standing tall, diagonal, rotate around, okay? Here we go. Diagonal, rotate around. Watch the balance. You're doing the rotation. Got just a few more. 2 more. Last one. Come back to center. Refine that balance. If you are doing that full rotation to the lunge, you may have noticed that kind of a weight shift happens with the feet. So you come up to this high diagonal, you have your weight in this foot, and as you rotate around to the knee, to the lunge, the weight has transferred to that foot. That might help you if you're having balance issues to think about that. All right, feet a little wider than hip width. Diagonal, rotate around. Diagonal, rotate. Keep it going. Halfway. Three more. 2. And 1. Nice. All right. Weight goes to the side. Jackknives or mountain climbers are next. Or the pike if you're really feeling it. Okay? I'm going to come to my belly, walk my hands out till my feet are on top of the ball. I'm going to bend my knees, curl the knees under the body. Here we go. Keep it going. I'm halfway. Two more. And one more. When you're done, carefully dismount your ball. Then we're coming to the floor for ham curls. Ham curls on the ball, ham curls with a towel or glider discs, or that walk out, walk in bridge. Okay? Scooch down to the end of the mat. Feet come up. Lift up, let's curl for 10. Over halfway, give me 4 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Nice, come down. Whoo! Just a couple more. So we have our lunge with that overhead hold, okay? Alternating lunges. One side, then the other. I'm gonna use my ball, you can also use a weight. Arms come up overhead. Here we go. Reverse lunge side 1, bring it in. Reverse lunge side 2, bring it in. Take a nice big step back, okay? Reverse lunges tend to be a little bit easier on people's knees than forward lunges. Just a fun fact. Which is why I'm a fan of them. Keep it going. You've reached the halfway point. Three more each side. Give me 1 more each side. Nice. Bring that ball down. Okay, final exercise. One side row at a time, okay? So you can either make that tripod, I know, I'm taking a seat. You can make that tripod on the ball, or you can use a table, kind of hinge forward and support your hands, or you can use that front leg to support yourself, okay? Grab 1 weight for your row. All right, get that knee on there. Hinge forward, get that hand on there. Once you've got yourself 10 rows, here we go. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. We'll do that other side. Then we'll grab a quick sip of water, and then I've got a few core exercises for us. So knee and hand on the ball. Find the balance, nice and strong with your back. When you're ready, 10 rows. Two more. It's like I always fly through my rows. A little bit easier of an exercise for a lot of us. All right. Feel free to grab a sip of water. Then we've got 1 more exercise. All right, so if you do not have a ball, you're going to be doing some bird dogs. Bird dogs, real quick. I'm sure all of you have done them with me. You're on all fours. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. You lift opposite arm and leg, opposite arm and leg. And you want to add a little bit of a balance challenge. What we're going to do, if you have a ball, is you're going to come over and kind of center yourself on the belly. Hands, we got our fingertips here, and toes just barely rested on the toes. We're going to lift to that opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. And Audrey's really going to focus here because she's struggling today, guys. All right. So either bird dogs or here on the ball, same thing, okay? Opposite arm, opposite leg. There we go. Nice. And yes, I am cheering myself on here. Complimenting myself on what a great job I'm doing. And I also was talking about myself in the third person. Oh, it's gonna be a week. You guys keep it going though. I'm sure your form is great. You are right on point. Give me 4 more each side, then we stretch it out. 2, and 1. All right, if you have a ball, I want you to have a seat on it. We're gonna do a little back stretch. If you don't have a ball, feel free to do like a cat-cow right now. But if you have a ball, we're gonna roll ourselves out and just like drape ourselves on the ball like we are a wet washcloth, you know. And I'm just gonna roll the ball around a little bit. Kind of feel little places where I can feel a stretch in the back, okay? You can play with it. If you are in a really good spot and don't want to move, stay there. And if this bugs you at all, feel free to get off the ball and go do that cat-cow, okay? We'll spend just a few more seconds here. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly roll it on up. Very good. All right, we're going to put the ball to the side and finish our stretch. Okay, so we're going to start standing, feet nice and wide, okay? We're going to just lunge towards one side and hold. If you would like to take this lunge all the way to the floor, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you're right here, hands on thighs, just holding. Just a little longer this side, and we'll switch over to that other one. All right, bring it up to center and back over to that other side. Again, you can take this all the way to the floor if you need that deep of a stretch. All right, back to center. I'm going to hinge forward. You can keep hands on your thighs, or if you can touch the floor pretty easily with those fingers or those hands, then you can bring the hands to the floor. Walk those hands over to one of your legs. Then walk the hands over to the other one. Feeling that stretch through the back of the hamstring. Now walk those hands back to center again. We're going to roll up to the top. All right, we're going to do a calf stretch, okay? So we're going to do a nice big step back. Press that heel towards the floor. Front knee is bent. We've done this one before. And when you're ready, you can bring the arm across the body. And I'm going to circle the wrist while we're here. 3 things at once. Circle the other direction. All right. Keep the legs where they're at, but release that arm. Elbow comes up towards the sky. Grab the elbow and gently pull. Still feeling that stretch through that calf, hopefully. Let's release, go to the other side. So big step back, press that heel towards the floor, feeling that stretch through the calf, okay? And then lean ever so slightly forward in that front knee. Bring the other arm, there we go. Bring the other arm across, make sure you're doing a different arm, and circle the wrist. Circle the other way. All right, keep the legs where they're at, but release that arm. Elbow comes up towards the sky. Grab that elbow and gently pull. Let's release and stand tall. We're going to do a quad stretch, okay? If you need to grab something for balance, please do. I'm going to come to one foot. Bring that other foot up. If you need it for balance, you can lift this other arm. That can kind of even you out sometimes. Hold just a little longer. And release. All right, come to that other foot. Grab that heel, bring it up. If you need that arm up for balance, bring it up. Oop, almost went over there. A little longer. And release. Very good. We're going to come down to the floor, okay? So come have a seat. I'm going to bring both my legs out in front. Bend one, cross it over, hug it into my chest, sit nice and tall, and I'm going to add a little seated twist. Arm comes behind, and I look over that shoulder. Bring it back to center. Let's do that other side. Hug the knee in, sit nice and tall. Arm comes behind and look over the shoulder. All right, bring it back to center. Let's lay down on our mat, okay? Bring it on down. We're gonna take one leg to the floor. We're gonna bend the other knee and hug that knee towards the chest. I'm gonna circle my ankle while I'm here. And then circle the other way. All right, hold that ankle still. Take that opposite hand, grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. You wanna try and keep your shoulders on the ground. The other arm can lay out to the side. Bring this knee back to center. Let's do that other leg. So take this leg down to the floor. Other knee comes up. We're going to hug it towards the chest. Go ahead and circle the ankle. Circle the other way. Hold the ankle still. Take the opposite hand. Grab that knee and gently pull it across the body. Now bring this knee back to center, bring the other one up too. You can hug those knees wherever it feels comfortable. I like a really nice wide hug. You can add a little rocking motion side to side if it feels good. Then we're going to go into figure four. So we'll release the knees, but keep them bent. Cross one ankle over the other thigh. Take your hands and wrap them around that bottom leg and gently pull towards you. This knee still pushes out. Hold here for a few more seconds. And let's release and do the other side. Cross that other ankle, grab the bottom leg, gently pull, feel that nice stretch to the hip and the glute. All right, release, bring those feet to the floor. Grab the backs of your legs and pull yourself up. Let's do a deep breath together, everybody. All right, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Thank you for joining me here while I say crazy things in a room by myself.